And here we have episode 2 of Becoming a Simplimalist. As we covered it in episode 1, a lot of the basics has to do with the minimalist. And minimalism, it's always such a misconception, I have to stress it again. When you have minimalist, you mean that people have to live in little spaces, that they have second-hand clothes at the poor. That is not the case at all if you look at the people that really live as minimalists. And the Simplimalist has to do with the simple living in different levels. In a material level, simple and less is more is valid here too, as it is in minimalism. But it is in quality and not quantity. And it is in things we really love. We feel good about it. It looks good on us. It is just a thing you never wanted to take off if you wear it. Or you never want to get up from that couch if you sit down because it's so comfortable. It's so beautiful. You really love it. And the simple living, there was a movement about simple living where people moved countryside and started planting their own potatoes and tomatoes. Living as a Simplimalist has nothing to do with it either. You can do that, but it has nothing to do with the Simplimalist I developed. You can be a Simplimalist in a penthouse. You can be a Simplimalist in a bungalow, in a beach house. It just means make everything not complicated whatsoever. And not complicated is when you focus on yourself. Why on yourself? Because you want to improve your lifestyle, your life, your happiness, your relationships, your business. You want to improve everything around. And the Simplimalist gives you the opportunity to do that stress-free. You say, why? What is so different about it? First of all, we as Simplimalists live by the needs. And when we say the needs, if we go to business or work on something, we work strictly by priorities. We do not make everything a priority. Priority is what really has to be done now, and not everything has to be done now. Nobody can do that, nobody will do it, and if somebody tries it, that's when mistakes come in. And here, when the Simplimalist starts, no mistakes, because we don't live by doing it all at once. Structure and setting clear priorities. So that has to do with our mindset. And the mindset of a Simplimalist is MAC. It starts with MAC. Mind, attitude, commitment. If these three things are in tune, then you can become a Simplimalist. If your mind, your attitude, and your commitment is not in tune to improve your life with a different lifestyle, because you're afraid of the unknown, of the new, then it's not for you. Because it will be new. And it will be also completely different in the beginning. And I told you in my episode 1, I had in the beginning my little swallows where I have to say, well, what I'm going to do here. And I told myself, be committed. When you say 7 shirts, it's 7 shirts. Not 9, not 11. No. So I really had to make a choice what I really love, and I asked myself, why do I love it? And that's important. Why do I love that pants, a shirt, that computer, whatever it is? Why do I love it? And this gives the answer, why do I need it? One nourishes the other here. Just for example, I love my laptop because it's reliable. I love my laptop because it's fast. It's good on the internet. It has now all the features I need to do what I do for work. And that's why I love it. It's very simple to operate. It is reliable. It has a good battery life, so I can do even some work outside of the home, which is part of the Simplimalist too, to become, if possible, independent in your work. And nowadays it becomes more and more that people can do their work from home, depends what you do. If you're in construction, you cannot do it at home because you need to go on construction site to finish what you're doing. But there's many, many, many things we can do from home if we sit down and structure it, if we sit down and see where our opportunities are, and if we sit down and make our budget. Yes, make our budget. And that in a simple way too. What is the minimum what I have to pay? It's mortgage, it's rent, whatever you do. It is utilities, it is my phone, it is my car. And okay, these are the bills, they are needed. And then comes to operate us as a person. We need our food. Okay, we need something to drink. Our car needs gas. So when we add it all up and structure everything, you will be surprised how much less money you really have to spend when you again set it to priorities. It might sound, for a lot of people, I do it anyhow. Well, there is a way where we can tune our mind and our daily living to that priorities. And we'll be surprised if we live by priorities. And if we organize everything a little bit, make it more convenient and comfortable for ourselves, how much time we all of a sudden have left for ourselves, for our family, our friends, or whatever we like to do. That is making it simpler. So, I know some neighbors, I see them 2 or 3 times running on a day to the grocery store. Well, when I go to the grocery store, I say, okay, what do I need for the next 2 or 3 days? If I go to the grocery store, I look if I have to go to the post office and mail something, if I have to do this and this. So I combine this one run. What does it do? I do it by priorities and organized. It saves me time every time to go to the parking structure, go in the car, go there, come back and do. It saves me the time, it saves me gas. Oh, this half a gallon or whatever it is. Added up to the year. So that's why I say take complications out. See what you can do in one run. And do this run in a time where you take a break, where you need to or want to take a break, get away from your desk, get away from your phone, whatever you want to get away from it, and just clear your mind and do something else besides working. So 2 things with one. You do your errands and you get away from work. Okay? Makes sense? It makes it really way simpler. And narrowing everything down, it's it's not easy, I'll be honest. But when you over that hump, it becomes marvelous. Because you know what you have. And you know what you have, you love. It fits you 100%. It is part of you because you love it. It is close to you. And when it's old, or you don't want to wear it anymore, don't keep it. Get rid of it before you replace it. Before you replace it with something new you love again. And sometimes even it overlaps. I have to be honest. Sometimes you go someplace and say, wow, I love that, and it is on sale too. And what I have, that sweatshirt, what I have, it's almost worn out. So you get it, you keep the new one for a couple of weeks and then you get rid of the old one. So also, shopping sometimes very simple on good sales in good stores with good quality, because it is your good lifestyle which is on the line. So, making it simple by thinking simple, by priorities, by needs, and by love. Again, MAC. Mind, attitude, commitment. And I talk to you soon in episode 3, where we go a little bit more hands on.